Hey fam, welcome to another episode on our parenting series. So I started this series, I was talking about how the word parent is different from the word parenting. Parent is like a title given to a person that has a child in their life. And parenting is a skill to be acquired. And because you are a parent doesn't mean that you are parenting. Yes, because you are a parent doesn't mean you are parenting. Yes, so I got the tools needed to parent a child from the book of Psalm chapter 23 verse 4. It says, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So the word staff connotes love, the word rod connotes discipline. And love means a lot of stuff, a lot of things to many people. But in this regard, I will dissect love. Part of my video is to dissect the word love and to dissect the word discipline. So under love, in my last video, I discussed about acceptance, which is an aspect of love. So under love, you have acceptance, you have approval, you have availability, you have affection. In my subsequent video, I'll be discussing, also dissecting all aspects of this love. So somebody might be thinking or asking, how do you get this approval acceptance thing? So it was from the book of Ephesians chapter 3 verse 18. The Bible said the breadth, the length, the height, and the depth of love. So the breadth of love means affection. The breadth of love means affection. Then you have the length. So the length of love means availability. Then you have the depth of love. The depth of love aligns with the word acceptance. Then you have the height of love, which I'll be discussing today. The height of love means approval. So in loving your child, they interpret your love to them by how you approve them. So when I talk about the word approve, it doesn't mean that you approve that is secondary. It doesn't mean that you are approving their action, because sometimes the action, the behavior of your child, sometimes it may not align with your values or what you want them to do at that particular time. So that's not what I'm talking about when I call the word approval. So that's secondary. Why is approval important? Approval is very important because it will build your child's self-esteem. You cannot raise up a wholesome child without approving them. I watched will I call it a broadcast or an interview? Yeah, an interview that was done with Thierry Henry. So Thierry Henry is a professional, a retired football player. Very, 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 very popular. So I was watching this video, and he was saying that it wasn't his desire to play soccer. I was like, wow, the accolades, the cups, the money that he amassed doing that playing period. He's still rich. He was saying that he was doing all those stuff to get an approval from his dad, which he didn't get at that particular time. So I was wondering, this man is almost 50 years old, and you could see that desire to get this approval that he didn't get. You could sense it, you could feel it. I was like, wow, this is it. This approval thing is very, very important. It's very, very important. What does approval mean? It's like an unconditional love that you have towards someone. And if you see the way God relates with us, that should be the way we should relate with our child or our children. Approval is similar to acceptance. Both of them are very, very paramount in raising a wholesome child. And when you are approving of your child, when you are loving your child, let your love not be anchored on their performance. Let it not be anchored on their physical appearance. Let it not be anchored on their possession. Let it not be anchored on their position. What do I mean? There are some parents that they will be like, Mr. A's child is getting A's, is getting honor rolls in his school, but you are there. Does he have two heads? So you are comparing. I'm not saying when they do something that is not good, you should not push them to do better. But you have to learn to separate the width from the shaft. So let your approval not be anchored on your child's physical appearance. You see some people, as long as you make your hair look neat, you dress neat, then you get my approval. And you see some people, oh, if you get A this year, I will love you more. I mean, they will not say the word love you more, but a child can sense it that, okay, once I get A, I know daddy will be very happy with me. If you watch that video, that I was talking about Thierry Henry, he was trying to make his dad feel happy. Then he gave an instance where his team, I think he said he was 13-year-old at that time. His team won 7-0, and he was the one that scored all the 7. Then after the match, his dad came and they were driving home. He was quiet. The dad was quiet. It was like he was waiting for the dad to, okay, my team won and I scored all the 7 goals, so I'm waiting. Dad, okay, was like, then he broke the silence. Okay, Dad, I scored 7. The dad just like, but you missed this goal, you missed this passing, you missed this. At the end of the day, he said he felt bad. He felt bad. And during his playing career at Arsenal, he said whenever he score a goal, he doesn't feel happy. Intrinsically, he's always thinking about his dad whenever he score a goal. So why was that? Because he didn't get that approval when he was young. And again, the approval that he was supposedly to get from his dad was coming from a standpoint of, oh, if you do well, I will approve you. So don't let your approval, don't let your love be anchored on your child's performance. Let's not be anchored on your child's possession. Let's not be anchored on your child's position. Let's not be anchored on your child's physical appearance. So children, they need to feel love and value for who they are, regardless of their successes or failures, because it will help them to develop a strong sense of self-worth and security. So approval is very, 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 very important in raising up a wholesome child. Watch my first video on parenting series. Like I said, I discuss on parents and parenting. And because you are a parent, doesn't mean that you are parenting. Then in my second video on parenting, I dissected the aspect of love. The first one was acceptance. So this is the second video, which is approval. In my next video, I will discuss on the length of love, which is availability. I believe that you have been blessed with this short video. Please send this video to as many parents that you know. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also you can comment. Let me know your view. Let us discuss. Yeah. Thank you. I will see you in my next episode. God bless you. Bye bye.